school for 12 years, but really that just means I had to wear a uniform every day and I never actually learned about sex, so I was basically like a GameStop employee, you know? And I went to an all-girls school. That's like Catholic on extreme mode. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. 1 second. But sometimes when I tell people I went to an all-girls school, they'll be like, did you ever like experiment with other girls while you were there? And I'm like, not really. Like we had science class, so we would do like experiments with cells. So technically I did have another girl's saliva in my petri dish at one point. But that was really the extent of the experimenting. I'm like, yeah, I checked out other girls' boobs, but that was from a point of like curiosity. As someone who, to this day, still considers themselves to be a late bloomer, I'm 29. I feel like it's like how a deer without antlers would look at a deer with antlers. We're both just like, huh, nice rack. But I don't really think that I identify as Catholic anymore. Like, I didn't sign anything, but I'm pretty sure it's easier to denounce your religion than it is to cancel a gym membership. You know? Like, I had more shame turning down a summer body than I did denying the body of Christ. I also think that it's really ironic that we use red wine to symbolize the blood of Christ, because nothing makes me want to do all 7 deadly sins quite like red wine does. All of them. I'm talking pride, envy, lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath. Catholic school, I'm telling you. But yeah, like I'm like Catholic in name, and that's it. I'm like a doctor that's lost their license. Like I still have the title, but I'm not exactly practicing anymore. It is kind of a bummer though, because I feel like church is what inspired me to get into stand-up. Hear me out. You know, like, you see the priest up there, he's giving his homily off the cuff, getting his little laughs. He's like, I was in the grocery store the other day. And you're like, no, you fucking weren't. But that's the setup. Like, I get it now. And he's got guys collecting baskets of cash for him. I'm still waiting for that part. But at the end of the day, I feel like I got into comedy for the same reason a priest joins the priesthood. Like, we're both just trying to fuck boys. I'm just kidding. You can relax. Their success rate is way higher. I'm just gonna alright guys. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, I can't even understand. Holy hell. Me and her got into comedy for 2 separate reasons. Glad you guys are paying attention. Alright, you guys ready for your closer for the evening? Holy hell, really? You guys, the energy is just glowing. Really? Was it with the Catholics? Are you all Catholic? Is it you guys hated that last one, didn't you? It's okay. She's gone now. Not from life, but like she just left the stage. You're okay. It's okay. You can go back. You guys got weird audience. I don't like it. Are you ready for your closer of the night? There we go. This gentleman coming to the stage is a Philly native. I love this gentleman. He's handsome. He reminds me of a lot of handsome actors. I don't remember the names of them, but one of them was in Batman, the new Batman. Go figure it out. Please give it up for Mr. Steve Bickle. Wait, there you go. There you go. Thanks for the music coming up. There you go. Fucking stop! Is this mic on? I don't think the mic's on. Is the mic on?
I turn you on?
Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry. How's everybody? There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Maryland? This is my second time in Maryland. And I don't really feel like I'm in Maryland. Isn't that weird? You know, like when you feel like you're in another state or something. Like, I don't feel like Maryland. But I had 7 beers a night, and right before I got on stage, I realized I have to pee really bad. Not a joke. So just imagine this entire set, how bad I have to pee. Like, if there was a scale of 1 to 10 on having to pee, I'm at a 7 right now. That's how bad I have to pee. We might get to the point where I just leave and go to the bathroom. I was in the bathroom earlier. Don't you hate when somebody comes in and you're like, fuck, I gotta wash my hands now? Don't you hate that? Right? Because you weren't going to do it. There's 3 guys in there, those assholes, they wash their hands. There are 3 guys in this room right now that did not wash their hands when I was in there with them, and I looked at every single one of them. But I'm like that guy, it's the best when you're in like a public bathroom, you know, and you're just going, doing your thing, and you're like, I'm just going to jet right the fuck out of here. And somebody walks in, you're like, fuck, I got to do like the thing. I don't soap though. I don't soap, I think the soap. Why do I do that? You ever do stuff like that? You're like, why do I do that? Like, why did I fake putting soap on my hands? Because I didn't put soap on my hands. But I put my hands near the soap. That's just like the little things that we do as crazy people, right? Oh, God. Where are my single ladies at tonight? Where are you at, single ladies? Yes, I don't have a joke for that, but I just like to know where you're sitting. Where'd you park at? That's so creepy. Where's the lady? The lady that wishes she was single is gone. There too. I've been trying to make something work there. No, it is. I'm at that cheating point of my relationship. That's a good spot, right? No, don't say no. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I might. But, no, I do. I feel like I'm in like that nice, solid, like, a nice affair would work right now. Like, nothing to ruin the family or anything like that, but just get it over with, you know, we both have a flame, you know. I don't know, none of this is my act, by the way. I just have to pee so bad. I know I'm not going to. I thought about it. I was like, I should go really quick. I didn't know Shayna, I didn't know what she was doing. I didn't know her closer. And I was like, this might be her closer. And I didn't know which one. In the future, I will know it's about priest fucking boys. Like, once she gets on priests sodomizing children, I'll know to go pee real quick. And mentally, I'll be like, sodomy, go pee. No, guys, let's get to know each other. I feel like we were a little stuffy tonight. Like, everybody was like a little stuffy tonight. So let's just get to know each other. I think, and you can disagree with me if you want to, and most people do, I think that there's 2 things any human being can tell about themselves. Like, if they really think about themselves, there's 2 things that, like, you could tell me about yourself that would sum you up as a person. And I'm not going to ask because I'm narcissistic, and I want to tell you about mine. Like, I know what you thought. You thought I was going to ask you to do that. I don't care. No, I do. I think, like, if you really thought about yourself as a person, like, there's 2 things that you can say about yourself to a complete stranger that sums you up to them, and they'll know who you are. I'm going to give you mine, too. Okay, you ready? Number 1, I can't smell out of this nostril. I should see a doctor, but I'm not going to. It's been my whole life. And I practice all the time with it. I'm like, I can definitely smell that. I can't smell that. I can close it off with my thumb like that. And I go, I can smell that. And then I'll do the opposite, and I cannot smell it. And somebody's like, that could be a serious medical condition. I'm not going to tell the doctor about it. I'm not going to, when he says, how's everything doing? And it's fine, I'm fine. Number 2, I love Taylor Swift. Oh, I love her! Where are my T-Swift fans at tonight? Where are you at? Woo! Oh, you're clapping it up, funky hat. I like that hat choice, right, too. I saw you coming, I was like, oh, funky hat tonight. She put that on purpose. That wasn't an accident, she didn't just pull that out. That hat means something, I'm trying to figure it out. What's your favorite song? Shout it out. Too fucking slow. If I was no, fuck you. I was on board with her for a second ago. But if I was at a comedy show and the comic said, what's your favorite T-Swift song? Stay, Stay, Stay off the Red Album. That's how deep I go with T-Swift. She doesn't even remember the lyrics to that song anymore. That's how deep of a cut of it is. If I went to Taylor and said, sing Stay, Stay, Stay right now, she'd have to Google her own fucking lyrics. But the real reason I love Taylor Swift is I have 3 daughters. That's spelled D-O-O order. They love Taylor Swift. So I love Taylor Swift. We listen to Shake It Off 3 times a day for 2 years. Taylor Swift has not heard that goddamn song as many times as I have. Do you know how I know? She'd have blown her fucking brains out by now.
But the real reason I love Taylor Swift is my oldest daughter, Mia. Oh, I love her. She's my heart. She has special needs. Any special needs parents out here tonight? I'm better than all of you. Special needs? Special needs parents? Be proud of that. You're not proud of it? Proud of it? Proud of it. God, because we both know the strength it takes to not strangle a child with special needs. No, and everybody gets a little weird at that joke. They're kids like everybody else, and sometimes you want to fucking strangle them. But then you know the first story on Channel 6 is going to be that the kid had special needs, right? You're going to throw that right the fuck out. Like, not he strangled a child. He strangled a special needs child. But we do. We put up with a ton, and God bless you for doing that every day. They are. They're a beautiful gift that sometimes you want to get rid of. But no, but that's every kid. That is every kid, because like I said, I got 3, and the other 2 are doing no better. But she has audio processing delay, cognitive delay, ADHD, and some other shit in the pamphlet I have not gotten to yet. It's like this fucking thick. You know, they give you that shit, you swear you're gonna read it, and you never get to it. We have a long life together, I will read it one day. Essentially, she has a very hard time speaking. It's a recall issue. Think of dyslexia, but for speech. So she understands what you're saying to her, but her recall is off somehow, and so she can't really speak that well. But she can sing. She can sing. And she has a beautiful voice. And I let her sing to the top of her lungs every day, and she loves Taylor Swift, so I downloaded everything Taylor Swift ever wrote, and I let her sing to the top of her lungs every day. Thank you, that was the appropriate response. Second ago, you were on my shit list. Now we're back. The hardest part about having a child with special needs that loves Taylor Swift is telling her to shut the fuck up. Shut up! Stop singing! Shut up, sweetheart, we love you. You help us skip the lines at Six Flags, but shut the hell up! I've had fucking Taylor Swift up to here, shut up! Shake this off, Taylor! God damn you! So I was crying in the shower the other day. Where do you all cry? My drain's essentially clogged with semen and tears at this point. And I was having one of those good cries. You know what I mean? Like those regurgitating sadness from your asshole cries. Like those, just jerking off and crying. Don't judge me. That's my Tuesday morning. And I must have summoned my middle daughter. Her name's Stevie because I'm pretentious. I got 3 girls. One of them was getting named Steve, so she's Stevie. Parents, where are you at? Where are my parents at tonight? Yes, there you are. So you know you haven't shit in peace since you've had those kids, right? Every parent knows. You haven't taken a dump in peace since those little bastards came into your world. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Oh, what do they think? We keep the fucking unicorn in there? Why every time we go into the goddamn bathroom, they gotta start knocking on that fucking door? Are you kidding me? Like with the little hands, you ever get the little hand on the door? Right? What are they gonna rip the fucking door off the hinges? Like the fucking Terminator? Are you kidding me with the little weird hands? They're like carny hands. And they ever slipped a shitty art under your hand? Oh, God, look what I drew. Yeah. I blame all you for putting all that shit on the fridge. I know. Oh, you put everything on the fridge, didn't you? Not me. Not me. That better be a goddamn work of art before it takes that Chinese food menu. You think I'm going to take down Mr. Chung's to put up that piece of shit? Are you nuts? My daughter the other day, she drew me a picture. She's like, Dad, I want a treehouse. She always wants a treehouse. We live in a row home in South Village. I want a treehouse. I want a treehouse. It's like, she draws and she's like, I drew you next to the treehouse. She slips it under the bathroom door. I'm the same fucking size as the treehouse. I crumbled it up. I said, learn scale. Don't bring that shit here. How the hell are we going to fit in that treehouse? And then she wrote her name, and it was S-T-E-V, and then it started curling down the edge of the page. She was like, learn the size of things. Don't bring that shit in here. But she walks into the bathroom, and I did the quick turnaround. I was like, Stevie, you can't come in here with that as in the bathroom. We've had this talk before. We had to talk about different parts. We sang a song. I got different parts. You got different parts. We did the whole bullshit about it. You can't just walk into the bathroom when I'm in here. You gotta knock. She looks right at me and says, I don't need to see that little thing anyway. And she walks out of the room. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard a lot of bullshit on this stage tonight. That's a 100% true story. And as far as I know, this is the only penis she has ever seen. And she instinctively knows it's nothing to write home about. Like her women's intuition kicked in and she's like, that's bullshit. Like at some point at 18, she's going to talk to my wife and be like, really? You must have been 29 and desperate, but... Shot at her. She loves it. She loves it. No. But I'm not going to let this little shit get to me. I'm not. She knows what she said. I know what she said. So we're passing like ships in the night the whole day. I'm not going to talk to her. Screw her. Lunchtime came around. She gets 5 nuggets. I gave her 4. Fuck you, starve. Gonna come in at 7 a.m. with that little dick shit. Drop that bomb. You serious? On a Tuesday? That's Friday shit at best. Are you kidding me? I'm a grown-ass man. I just turned 41 years old. Don't clap. I know what you're thinking. You're not 41. I don't think so either. Good genes. I smoked and drank until 30. That's mine, kid. I got lost in a moment there with my own appearance. No, but my point is that I'm 41 years old. I'm not going to let a 5-year-old girl bring me down. But I did what any man would do. 3 a.m. came around. I woke up in a cold sweat. And I went to Stevie's room, and I took her away. And as she was wiping the sleep from her eyes, and the confusion went over, I said, Stevie, do you think Dad's at least average? She said, sure, big guy. You kidding me? Sure, big guy. What an asshole. I hate her. So much. Everybody having a good pandemic? We having a good pandemic? Yeah! Best one I ever lived through, hands down. My favorite pandemic of all. I got all my shots. I got the booster, I got another booster, they put something else in me. I got the flu shot. I'm essentially winterized at this point. Like nothing's taking me down. You know, and I don't get political. I'm not a political comedian. I really don't care either way. I think it's all bullshit. You know, so if you got the shot, good for you. I don't give a shit. Don't care. If you didn't get the shot, don't give a shit. I hope you die. But if you got it, fine. If you didn't. You know, but I didn't get COVID. I knock on wood when I say that. Did not get COVID. Anybody else in here not get COVID? Few people? We're like fucking X-Men, aren't we? Don't you feel superior to everybody else? I do. Like, I lick microphones after dirty comedians on a nightly basis. If anybody was going to get COVID, it was going to be me. And I didn't get it, and I'm proud of that, and I wear that like a goddamn badge. Every day, people with their masks on, walking through the supermarket, you're going the wrong way, fuck you. Fuck you, I don't get COVID. Is it walking this way is going to keep you from getting COVID? Shut up. This fucking moron. I love these people. You're going the wrong way. No, but I didn't get COVID. I got cancer though. Oh, didn't see that coming, did you? No. Everybody else got COVID. Everybody else got COVID. I'm from Southwest Philadelphia, so I had to one up everybody, and I got cancer. So I beat you all. Any cancer survivors out there? Where are my cancer survivors at? God, no special needs, no cancer. We're not relating at all. I don't know how this is working. No, I did. I had a little cut on my ear. It was nothing, but it was there for like 2 months. Quick side note, if you have a cut on your body that has not healed for over 2 months, you currently have cancer. You probably shouldn't be here right now. Like if you leave, we're not going to laugh at you. We're going to talk shit afterwards, but you can leave right now and go see your doctor. But I went to my doctors for some normal shit, not about the nostril though, because I refused to ask about that. He said, how's your nose doing? I said, perfectly fine. But I went for some other stuff, and like last minute, I was like, hey doc, by the way, I was like, I got this little thing on my ear, and I shit you not, he got like 10 feet from me, he was like, that's cancer. And I started dying laughing. I was like, this fucking guy's hilarious. Turns out doctors do not joke about cancer. It's like first day of medical school. It's like something with the hippopotamus oath or something. They tell them, like, first day in school, cancer funny, don't joke about it though, never do it. So after he realized that I thought that, he's like, no, really. He's like, that's clearly cancer. And he set me up with like all like these specialists and shit like that. And so I'm a year and a half out and I'm cancer free. So thank you so much. But at the moment, when he said that to me and I realized he was not joking and he's not a psychopath, I went to like a blank state and I was like, I was like, I'm dying of cancer. And I went to like all like this shit. And I went out to my car and I literally, it was like out of a movie. It was like, I was 10 and 2 on the steering wheel. And that song came on that they killed the puppies too late at night. Which one is that? What's the song? Guardian Angel by Sarah McLachlan came on. So there I am, I'm thinking about my mortality, 10 and 2, windshield, puppies are dying. I think about my wife and my girls. I think about how quick my wife is going to move on from me. And how quick the kids start calling Pod Dad. Like, you know, like way too quick. Like 4 months after my death, they're like, oh, can we call you Dad now? It's like, fucking Stevie. And I know she's gonna like leave that room with that. Like, we should call him Dad now, he's pretty cool. Todd with his big dick. And I'm just staring out there, thinking about my wife, getting ran by Todd. Kids are ignoring the sex sounds. And I did what any grown man would do in that situation, I think. And I call mom, I call mommy, right? We're grown men, but, you know, if your mom didn't put cigarettes out on you or something, like if you had a somewhat normal childhood, you call mom, right? You call mom. And I did. I'm a grown man. I'm 41 years old. I called my mommy. And I immediately blamed her for my cancer. I was like, no hello or anything. I was like, you gave me cancer. And she's like, what are you talking about now? Because we've had several conversations like this. I said, you gave me cancer. And she said, how? And I said, I don't remember you once, as a child, putting sunscreen on me. And she said, and I quote, It was the 80s. It was the 80s. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Did my mother just blame my cancer on a decade of time? That if you're like philosophical like me, is meaningless. It's just a span of nothingness that my mother just blamed my cancer on. It was the 80s? What the hell does that mean? But then I thought about, like, think of all the shit that people have blamed on just decades of time. They blamed an entire decade on just something. Like, you were horribly racist. It was the 60s. Everybody was racist in the 60s. We were just doing the twist and saying the N-word. You know, the 60s. Twisted and N-wording away. It was acceptable. They loved it. You did a shit ton of drugs. It was the 70s. Doing a little disco, a little less N-word, still there. 70s. You gave your beautiful baby boy light of your life. Horrible skin cancer. It was the 80s. Still a little N-word, only between friends, you know. They were cool. My mother just turned 75 years old. 75. Don't clap for her, she's not here. I don't want you to clap because I'm not going to go home later and be like, Mom, they clapped for you. It's like a wasted clap, you know what I mean? And she doesn't deserve it. Like, if they clap, I'd be like, she gave me cancer, you're not following the story. But no, she's like a young 75, as you can tell, we're a young stock. Good genes, smoking vodka. Okay. If I ever make it to 95 years old, you know, like that news guy who's in like a fucking wheelchair, like, you're 102, and you're like, I went to church every day, and I love my wife. I'm going to say vodka and Satanism. Just to screw with everybody. Vodka, Satanism. That's why I'm 101 years old. He did nothing. And we shouldn't respect him either just because he got old. He could be an asshole. Screw him. I'm off on a tangent. What was I talking about? So my mom's 75. I do that, guys. I'm sorry. 75 years old. And I do see her living long. And I see a wheelchair in her future at some point. I do. And as I push her down the back of the stairs, of the walls that I Vaseline the night before, you gotta think ahead. Because she's got upper body. And as she goes down and she's trying to grab the walls that I Vaseline, and you know, she's hitting every fucking thing like that, and she's going, in my mind, because everything's a movie, and she's going, why? Because it's the 30s, bitch. Everybody pushed their mother down the stairs in the 30s. Oh, it's such fun talking about murdering my mother in front of a group of people that don't know me. No, guys, no. Here's the thing, in all reality, I joke around a lot, but I do love being married. I do love my children. Everybody who knows me knows I love my kids. I love my wife. The thing is when I do think about murdering my wife, I no longer imagine getting away with it. That's a young man's game, right? You know what I'm talking about. The young guys think they can get away with it. You know, the guy on the news, I don't know, she just went out for a jog. Side note, ladies, every woman who jogs gets brutally murdered. If the news has taught us anything, if you jog, you will be brutally murdered. You look fine, stop doing it. It's like the world's most dangerous sport. And then 6 weeks later, that same asshole is on the news, right? The handcuffs, dude, we knew it was you. It's always the husband or the boyfriend. You Googled bleach and shallow graves like 75 times. You moron. Go to the library like every other pervert and do that shit. Like, I have a search porn history on my phone, but the real weird shit's at the library. You know, I have like acceptable stuff, like, oh, mom porn. Then I have like the weird shit that I go to the library for. You fucking idiot. But I'm not gonna do that. You know, if I'm at the point in my marriage, this is my marriage. Because I'm going to tell you how I knew when I was married too long and how you're going to know that you've been with your significant other too long. I'm at the point in my marriage that when the cops show up, I'm just going to be doing like a snow angel in the front. Like one of these guys. Like, here's fucking me, there's the knife, there's her head. You know what I mean? But when I was young, I knew how it was going down. You know, it was a ski weekend away, because that's what white people do. We ski. And the cops would have bought that. Horrible accident. Kids were at the grandparents. I knew where I was putting the head. That was going on 95. Easy. Right out the window. Gone. Upper Torso. Beautiful cemetery I grew up around in Southwest Philadelphia. Is anybody familiar with Southwest Philadelphia? Couple people. It's where the airport is, everybody. If you've ever flown out of Philly, that's Southwest Philadelphia. Because the only reason to be in Southwest Philadelphia is to fly the fuck out of Southwest Philadelphia. We are the #1 story on Channel 6 News every night. We are known for a couple things, though. We invented the sidewalk mattress. Anybody familiar? Sidewalk mattress? If you've ever driven down the street and you just see a random mattress on the sidewalk, that was us out of Southwest Philadelphia. We called them trampolines. That was us. If you're like, why did they just put that right there? Southwest Philadelphia. We also invented the stuffed animal memorial. Anybody familiar with just that row of stuffed animals on a light bulb? That was Southwest. Because nothing says, I'm sorry, you got shot, like a SpongeBob slowly soaking in the rain. R.I.P. little Pookie, we will miss him. He will be missed. He can dance. Oh, he can dance. I don't want to get into it. I digress. I was murdering my wife. The legs. Legs come right to the stool. That's where I'm at in my marriage. My marriage. Not your relationships. But I'm going to tell you the moment you're going to know that you've been with somebody way too long, okay? So I was taking a shit the other day. Oh, don't get weird. We all shit here. If we didn't, it would be dead, okay? But I was having like one of those lava shits. You know what I'm talking about. You know what you did. One of those ones that just burns your asshole right out of your asshole. You usually know what you did the day before. If the second it hits your ass, you go, oh, fuck, Popeyes, fucking smoking chicken, right? It hits you, you're like, fucking Popeyes again. Popeyes chicken again. They haven't invented an asshole that can take a Popeyes place of chicken sandwich. But we do it, we keep eating it. Even though our asshole says stop. Nobody ever listens to their asshole until it's too late, right? So many people die of asshole-related injuries. It's the truth. But I was in a conundrum. And as my asshole puckered upon itself, like tried to suck itself into itself, I called down to my wife, who was in the kitchen, and I said, "Babe, why's my ass burning?" She says, "Sriracha mayo!" Sriracha mayo. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't been eating sriracha mayo my whole goddamn life. It's never burned my ass this years. So I said, "That's not it!" She said, "The peppers. The peppers I had on the cheesesteak the other day." Here's how you're gonna know you've been married too long. When your significant other knows why your asshole is before you know why your asshole is burning, you've been married too goddamn long. Send her out for a job. Do I have time for one more?
Do it.
Okay. I'll do one more, everybody. You guys are great, by the way. Not you. But I don't want to call him out, but this fucking guy. No, I can't see shit. So I was kicking the shit out of Stevie and Candyland the other day. Oh, destroying Stevie at Candyland the other day. I can let a goddamn 5-year-old beat me. You freaking kidding me? I will beat anybody in this room. You set up a board right now, I will demolish you in Candyland. I'm not gonna let a 5-year-old beat me. My wife's like, you should let her win every now and then. Fuck that, she wins when she wins. That's the household I run. Fuck that. I know, she's the worst. Friggin' Stevie. If you haven't played Candyland in a while, I'm all the way at the top of Chocolate Mountain. Stevie's in ice cream slopes. I should have knocked her off the board. Don't bring that shit here, Stevie. Are you fucking kidding me? Ice cream slopes. You fucking junk player, you. Twist of Fate, Peppermint Patch. Nobody wants to be there. Now we're going head to head. Red, yellow, green, pink, orange, purple, blue, yellow, orange, green. Red, purple, blue, orange, yellow, red, orange, green, purple, blue. Back to Peppermint Patch. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Now we're back to Chocolate Mountain. Dead heat. Stevie takes the next card. It's a double yellow. That means she's going to go yellow, and now she's King Candy. So she's essentially won the game. Nobody wants to lose to their child. Maybe you do, I don't. I'm very narcissistic. But the look on my daughter's face when she finally beat me at a game like Candyland. It was like sunshine. No, it was. It was like, she was so excited to finally win that game. I didn't want to lose, but it's like I will forever remember that moment when she finally beat me at Candyland. And I don't get deep on rooms, and I apologize ahead of time. This is a crazy world. We all live in a crazy world, and you don't know what the hell's going to happen to you when you leave these doors tonight. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Stop waiting. But I'd like to think that if something ever did happen to me, that's one of the moments that I would remember, is Stevie beating me at Candyland. The thing is, she took 2 cards. Now, by the official rules of Candyland, which I brought hold up. If a player takes 2 cards, they immediately lose their turn and must go back to their previous spot. So she's a fucking cheater. So I looked at her, and I was like, wipe that fucking stupid grin off your face. Are you fucking kidding me? You took 2 goddamn cards. That double yellow was mine. Your card was purple. Are you fucking kidding me? What's wrong with you? You didn't win. You're not King Candy. I'm King Candy. I'll always be King Candy. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, how hard is it to take 1 fucking card, Stevie? What are you, stupid? She looks at me and she says, yeah, but you got a small dick. Everybody, my name's Steve Bickle. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Steve Bickle. Oh my God, he decided to come dressed as a Gruff the Crime Fighting Dog tonight. Really nice. We got some of you on board with that.